America, Rob Webb.
Yeah, for freedom.
For freedom.
Freedom.
Rob Webb for freedom.
Yeah, come on.
You ready?
Come on, give up all your selfless being.
Smell it in.
Oh, yeah.
Smell it.
Smells like America.
Pronounce it.
Smells like America. Oh, yeah. That's an original pair. I wore that on site.
Yeah,
original pair.
On site. It's America
I wore
right there.
that on site, dude. Those are real. They're authentic. Can't beat
On
that.
site.
What do they smell like?
It smelled like the little fluffy teddy bear, Mr. Snuggles.
I'm afraid of.
It's the FunBox. It's the FunBox podcast. FunBox podcast. FunBox podcast. FunBox podcast. FunBox podcast. FunBox podcast. It's the FunBox podcast and stuff.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the FunBox podcast. My name is Rob Webb. Thank you for tuning in. This is actually episode 28. The last episode was episode 27. My apologies. I announced it as 28, but this is 28. You can watch us on YouTube, Spotify, Pocket Casts, and SoundCloud is the hub for all that. There you can get even more content on SoundCloud.com. The FunBox podcast. Today is a very special day because we have a Vermilion. He was a Vermilion legend, but he solidified that on 420. Ladies and gentlemen, with me I have Graham Panton. There you go. Well, he's not in his getup that he usually would be. Well, that he was in on 420. But yeah, he is the diaper wearing American flag guy. But maybe this song better suits you.
Oh yeah. Born in 82. 100% bleeding red, white, and blue. Coming at you live.
I'm sure you were a Hulk Hogan fan at some point.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, give it up. But then we got thank you. Yeah. Give it up for Graham Panton, everybody. Woo! And we also have a Tony Modick. Everybody, give it a round of applause. Give it up for Tony Modick as well.
Hello. My mic's not working. No, I'm joking.
Like, damn it. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. But yeah, welcome to the show, guys.
Yo.
I had to be the first one to interview the diaper ban. Well, I was the first one, but since it happened, I want to be the first.
Absolutely.
This is going to give me the views.
It's got to be post-incident.
In case you guys didn't know, 420 on the corner of Liberty and Main Street in Vermilion, Ohio, Graham Panton wore an American flag, and he wore very bright cotton tight whitey-tighty briefs that resembled from far away a diaper, apparently, to a lot of people, and it was not a diaper, but the article in the newspaper said it was a diaper.
I'm guessing this would be the part in the show where you pop the image up there real quick.
Oh yeah, exactly. I could do that. Yeah, no, it's very. I could do that in post, but for you guys, to,
image of me naked or in undies. Boom, boom.
Oh yeah.
Boom. Picture on.
Before.
Picture off.
Oh yeah, I might as well show the picture first because
you got to start with the basic image, man.
Oh yeah, the basic image of Graham Panton on 420. My computer runs like a fucking old people fuck. Damn.
Very efficient.
Oh my god.
I never want to see your internet search history.
Oh no.
I feel like you knew that. I feel like you said that with confidence.
This is awful. Where is it at? There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Stuff.
Honk for freedom.
Look at them legs. Oh yeah.
Honk for freedom. He was on the corner of Liberty and Main in Vermilion, Ohio, and this is what people saw. Then eventually it gravitated towards SNL. They got a piece of it. Here's that short clip from SNL. Here I go, right here.
was seen protesting. A man in Ohio was seen protesting stay-at-home orders while wearing an American flag and a diaper. Said the man, "We need to reopen the economy."
That's a misquote, by the way.
Yeah, very.
Fun fact,
He never said
if an
that.
American flag and a diaper are struck by lightning, they create a Sean Hannity.
You know, it's funny that
Oh, that's funny. Let's make fun of Fox.
I had to ask who that was. I didn't know who that was.
He's just a Fox commentator.
I eventually got told. I had to ask who the fuck Sean Hannity was. I didn't know. He's not that important, apparently.
No.
Apparently something about diaper and lightning and American flag gives you this, man. Some form of insult I did not understand.
No, everybody hates Fox. That's what that's the
Okay.
census. Everybody hates Fox.
That's the joke.
That one shot
That's the
way over
joke.
my head.
That's the joke.
Look at that complete lack of package.
Yeah, it's there.
You can zoom in on that
It's
post.
turtle. It's turtle season. It's turtle season.
It was cold out, all right?
It's
Oh,
turtle,
my.
turtle season. Are you
my.
not turtle enough for the turtle club?
Turtle enough for their turtle club?
I think you are.
Scared turtle club.
But yeah, what gave you that idea? What gave you that idea? Like, what was the first thing that popped in your head that was like, man, I need to do something because of this? This
man.
COVID-19 bullshit.
Well, it wasn't. It didn't necessarily. It wasn't like based off of that. Like the whole.
Yeah, it was just
the whole base of it, the whole core of the whole idea. Whatever. I'm a professional dipshit. I always.
or
have
yeah,
been.
just for entertainment. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm always an idiot. Like I've always dressed up.
That's what I was kind of telling people when they said it was a protest. I'm like, not really.
Yeah,
it was
it's-
just a way to make people laugh, a way to brighten people's day, a way to make do something else with your time. Everybody else is.
Yep.
As long as we stay with the rules of
Suggested guidelines.
then you're fine.
Yeah.
Some people were walking. A lot of people were walking their dog. Maybe you shouldn't walk your dog. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. People walked right up to me, shook my hand, laughed their ass off, took
Yeah,
pictures.
a lot of people aren't that afraid of it. In the way it's just it was just a fun thing to do. I looked at it and because everything's closed, so
Yeah, so people are getting bored, doing weird stuff, wild, weird stuff. Yeah. I just, the initial idea hit just a couple days before, and I didn't really, there wasn't a game plan. I just was roughly had an idea of like, hey, what if I did like something stupid? Like, simple. The idea, the core of it, whatever, honk for freedom and that crap, that was kind of a last minute.
yeah.
I had to come up with some sort of concept, but the whole idea, and I was troubleshooting with Tony about it. I'm like, hey, am I completely insane or is this funny? Because like the line between completely insane and pretty damn funny can be a thin line sometimes.
Yeah.
Because some people do completely insane stuff that some people consider
Well,
hilarious.
it's like
but whatever.
it goes as far as like saying the wrong joke at Thanksgiving, or something like.
Yes.
I never know what's going to be really insane or not. So, I mean, I have an idea, but then I don't want to shoot plans down that are gold. I don't want somebody to pitch me an idea that's gold and be like, "Oh, that's a little insane," but
Yeah.
it would have been the perfect thing.
Yeah. So it was just kind of a stupid idea at first, and day one was just troubleshooting in my head. Like, should I even attempt to make light of anything? And then in the end, it was a matter of technicalities. Like, well, when do I do it? And then how do I pull this off, man? Like, well, then I got to get like Speedos or like a hat. I'm like, I need like a top hat or whatever. Like, I had my full beard, and I shaved my entire glorious full beard down to just this old Uncle Sam goatee here. The old Uncle Graham goatee, as I called it, or whatever the hell. And then
Uncle Graham.
Which you've rapidly grown out.
But past that, there's no real intense thought or intention behind it whatsoever until it was like got to the point of, all right, well now it's the day and I'm gonna like put this together. And then once it came down to the day of putting it together, I started getting pumping myself about it. Yeah,
more
you know what I mean?
confident.
Because like I'm a complete idiot and I have no problem with making a fool of myself, but I still do have to work up the balls to go stand on the corner in tighty whities and make a fool of myself. Like kind of like a normal person
I think
or an
when you-
abnormal person would have to do.
What do you call it when you varnish something? A flag or a sword or a shield? What is it called? Varnishing?
Brandishing.
Brandishing. Yeah, when you brandish a sign that says "Honk for Freedom,"
Yeah.
people immediately look at it as a protest.
Yes.
Oh no, I was
Yes.
immediately a protester and called a protester. Nobody ever strayed away from that. What are you protesting for and what are you protesting against? This, that, and the other. I got asked multiple times. I was like, no, it's not. I mean, what have I said? I haven't said, like, honk for freedom.
This
And
is
they go,
what we want.
Yeah, and they're like, well, the other side of your sign says stripped of your rights. I'm like, well, I mean, yeah.
Stripped my rights.
Stripped
Yeah.
my
Stripped my
rights.
rights.
Stripped my
Stripped
rights.
my
Word for word,
rights.
stripped my rights. And people were like, well, what does that mean? I'm like, well, I mean, it's kind of true. I was like, and I didn't really intend for it was supposed to be more funny. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be a
Yes.
shot
Yes,
at the
yes,
fact
yes,
that
yes.
I'm
it
naked.
is- yeah, it's generally and most people out there can generally acknowledge as that is a fact of the fact that you have general American rights and you've kind of been
Yeah.
stripped to an extent. Like they're putting rules on you that technically go against certain constitutional.
Yeah, didn't
laws
you read
and
the
whatever,
fine
you know
print
what I
in the
mean?
Bill of Rights? It says in fine print, unless there's like COVID-19.
Yeah, like they mentioned
Unless
zero.
there's
But they obviously make minimal mention of anything like that. But it was just kind of a highlighting it, like, well, it's just a fact. Like I'm kind of making fun of the fact. Like this is taking it to a literal.
Well, it was
Interpretation
yeah.
of
it was
it,
the
you
whole
know?
point was life, liberty,
Like-
and pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
And it was just to prove that point.
Yeah, like my whole point to do it was like, well, I'm allowed to do this, right? Like a cop walked up and said, hey, you can't do this. And you have to stay away from people, and you can't approach people, and all you guys that are standing up here have to stay 5
Well,
feet away from each other, and whatever.
He said to respect the social distance.
Yeah.
Is what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
and
that's
was like, and he wasn't like a dick about it.
No, he was
That's
cool.
the main
He
thing
was
too,
cool.
is he wasn't a dick about it.
Give it up to the
Vermilion's
VPD.
finest.
No,
But-
no applaud. No.
Not out of this guy, but at
oh, give it up for the VPD. VPD, everybody.
but he really was. It was Holmes, and he really was cool about it. And I know the guy; he knows who I am, and I could tell he was
Really?
I could tell he wasn't a big fan at all. I could
Yeah.
tell he wished he could just walk me
End
off
it.
the sidewalk and stop it, and completely end the entire situation. But then he's staring at me, and he's staring at people with cell phones, going,
A certain person with the
"Oh
phone.
man,
Yeah.
like I'm stuck here. Like I
He's gonna
have
be-
to let him do this.
He's going to be that
Like,
guy that ends, like, the whole internet goes after him.
Oh no, he knew. Like, there's been too many examples made of too many cops stepping over their
Yeah.
technical bounds, and that is more than a little bit popular on the internet these days. And he just saw the situation at hand, and I know what he wanted to do, but I know what he couldn't do, and I let him know. I was like, look. There's no law I'm breaking up here, and as far as your rules go, there's suggestions, and that's at best.
Yeah.
You know? Like I can't go like shake my dude's hand and then have you fucking toss me on the sidewalk and have that be it. Like you can't do that, dude. That would like not be cool. And he was kind of like, well, he was cool, respectful, and said, well, just follow the rules, blah blah, this that, the other, and left, and that was it.
Yeah.
He never dug into it too hard.
Something like that. But yeah, it was a good time.
It was a great time.
A lot of honks.
It was
Lot
a
of
super
honks.
American
All
day
honks.
for me. I did 8 hours of work, went home, and I cooked a steak dinner for me and Maggie with
Nice.
baked potatoes
Ooh.
and broccoli.
Nice.
And we set it up here, put the live feed on the big screen with the speakers, and we hit play, and and we were like, this is awesome, all right. And then I'm like, shit, I should do something. I should get him another flag
Yes.
and get some music going, like American
Oh, you
music.
made it. You made it.
Oh, yeah.
So I
You
made some
it. You
American
made it.
music.
I had zero audio planned whatsoever. I brought the JBL, but I was using my phone for the live thing. So
Yeah. But yeah, it was it was
great.
fun. It was a good time.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Super American day for me. Went there, brandishing a flag, and then I got some cheeseburgers, and it was super
Brought
American.
all American.
cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
You brought me cheeseburgers and an extra flag.
with the Star Spangled Banner by Jimi Hendrix from Woodstock.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
You had
69.
Yes.
the all-American music mix there.
A lot of
yes.
a lot of those all American songs like Born in the USA and like Fortunate Son and even the solo by they're all in disparaging mood, a disparaging mood towards the United States.
Really?
Yeah, they're actually it's almost a ironic. It's ironically patriotic what they did because it was a protest against what America was doing at the time.
Did not know that.
So the Star Spangled Banner Jimi Hendrix played. He played it in a manner of destruction and just he even made bomb sounds like pew,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so it was like that irony of
everything.
Going on at the time and trying to maintain this patriotic attitude when it was so hard since the draft was going on, and how can you be patriotic when you're forced to fight something you don't believe in?
Yeah.
Yes,
So it's like
yes.
so even his Fortunate Son, the same thing. It was it's pretty much about those politicians that are, they'll draft out everybody else except their own kids. And or they have a way to get out of it somehow.
Yeah, little loophole.
Yeah.
I can't go because of my cat.
What about the Miley Cyrus song you played? What was the political
Fantastic.
significance of that?
Oh no.
Miley being Miley. It's Miley being
Party in the USA.
That's it. That was it.
Party in the USA.
I found it. There's a part of me that just I had to boogie to that one.
Oh yeah.
Put your
too.
hands
Part of me
up,
got down.
playing
Oh,
a
yeah.
song, the butterflies fly away.
Wah, wah.
How do you not like that song?
It's a good song.
It brought out the American in me. you
Yeah.
know? I felt that one had a.
It brought out something in you.
I thought there was a politically impactful statement that went behind that.
Oh, there is.
I know.
Only Miley knows.
Only Miley knows.
Miley knows.
She's so cryptic. Oh,
Yeah, there's
so much depth and
depth to her character. Yes.
and her and Cardi B, so deep.
Coronavirus.
Politically, coronavirus. This shit is real. Coronavirus.
Oh man.
But if you guys missed it, go on. What I'm going to end up doing is on the YouTube channel. I'll post all the videos for that. I'll try to grab. We can. Let's see what we got
You
here.
put little tidbits of the live and all that crap out there.
Yeah, I could do something like that. Right now, we could watch a little bit of it now.
I think the Ultimate Warrior bands were awesome.
I don't know if you know this yet, but you can look me up on YouTube now.
Oh yeah,
Grand Panton Official on YouTube. It's got the video on there. It's got my live video on there.
Yes.
Selfless plug.
Oh, Hogan. There he is right there.
there he is right there. I am a real American.
You can really tell he knew how to play guitar too.
That's a good one. All the flags.
Rockin' in the USA. Oh yeah, it's all
Video quality is great.
video quality's perfect.
This was a
Perfect shot at the ground too.
$700 Nokia.
That's a fine looking sidewalk.
Look at the
I
brickwork.
love the concrete.
Look at that brickwork. It's masonry at its finest. Nice shoes.
Yeah, nice shoes.
good
There we
kicks.
go.
Nice
There we are.
kicks.
Look at me. I look like a Nintendo character.
Kinda.
So pixelated. Are those cars from the first GTA?
The one was just long 2D. The 2D.
Yeah.
Look, hold on. Pause right there. Pause right there. All right. If you go back, rewind just a little bit to the bag and the shit on the pole right there.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm up by the side of the road. One of my friends, who shall remain unnamed due to the content of the story, rolls up right on the sidewalk and hands me, what the hell did he hand me? He handed me a lollipop, a sucker, which turned into an edible sucker, and a coffee. So I'm like, dude, he brought me candy and coffee. I'm like, because I'm freezing outside. I mean, it's sunny. It's beautiful out there, but it's like 50.
Yeah.
And in tighty whities,
52.
certain parts you suffer at that point.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a lot of protection going on, hence the massive bulge. But he hands me this cup of coffee, and I'm like, awesome. So I grab the sucker, and I hand it to my buddy. I'm like, hey, unwrap this, because I got, like, crap in my hands, flag and stuff. And he hands me the coffee, and I'm like, cool, coffee. Take a big old swig of it. Thank you, by the way, for the coffee. And that motherfucker was strong as hell, vodka and Sprite. I took a big old swig of it. It was like, oh my God, that's not coffee. Oh my God, that's not coffee. I'm like, woo. woo, that'll warm you up. I'm like,
Yeah, well.
that's better than coffee, man. Jeez, oh man, and set that shit down. I got like halfway through that before I gave in on that, and then I got
That'll do it.
I got two separate shots of Fireball dropped off to me, the little tiny bottles. They came up, sneaky little bottle. I
right.
fucking cracked it right there. Chugged
Yeah,
the
man.
whole thing. But the whole initial thing, the whole point of even the start thing, like the start time and all that, was on 420 at 420, and the whole point of it was to be live on the corner of Liberty and Main in the middle of town, and Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Happiness. And I fired up on live, like got the camera going, and then immediately stuck a joint in my mouth and lit it.
CBD.
And a doobie that I purchased from the gas station in my mouth and lit it. And like, no joke, my buddy Joe Muska rolls up before I'd even gotten the costume off or whatever, and he was like, "What are you doing, man?" And there's part of the clip is in there, or it's in the one of the many videos,
One of the
or
many
whatever.
videos.
The first one though, the initial one that I put out, it's at the beginning of that. He's like, "Graham, what are you doing in the middle of town?" I was like, "Well, you know," and dropped my sweatpants. He just started laughing his ass off. I'm like, and now it begins, and then
now
just
it
started
begins.
pulling up my shirt, my robe, and all that, dude.
Begins.
But it's funny as how the whole point was to be in the middle of town on 420 at 420, fire one up, and just be free to do what you want.
Yeah.
And I was allowed to do every last bit of what I did, all the way down to the initial firing up of a doobie I had. I mean, Ohio's accepted certain things, man, and that's it.
Especially
It
the
was
city
cool.
of Vermilion.
It was just fun.
What these bitches want from a nigga?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, man. This
Come on, come on. Bobby Fuller, Mitch Ryder, Jackie Wilson, Shangri-La's young rap.
Yeah, appreciate the second flag, Rob, by the way. Went from feeling like a madman to a majestic creature.
Yeah.
Instantly. I don't know why.
USA.
My mom, by the way, is so proud of me. Let me tell you what.
All right.
My stepdad is all-American proud of me, too.
Yeah.
If you got a honk in your heart, let it out.
Honk your heart, let it out.
I like one of the descriptions of on the Chronicle. It was like brown clunky shoes.
Black, chunky.
Oh, chunky, black chunky shoes. Is that what it was?
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
These are my black chunky shoes. These are black chunky shoes. I'm not a fashionista.
The best is the only shoes I own.
These are $20 dress shoes from the old Wally World.
chunky.
Like it made it sound like I was wearing those really thick goth boots that had the soles that are like 3 inches thick, and you're like I was in the band Orgy or some shit like that,
Yeah.
man. Like it's ridiculous.
What the
A
shit?
diaper, or no? At least the Chronicle clarified it before they printed their article, and they wrote in what the hell did they write? Briefs or underwear? One of the two. I think they wrote briefs. Man in his briefs. I don't know. I should have brought the article. Who cares? But in the initial article and in the initial police report, it said diaper and goddamn chunky shoes.
Chunky.
They were critiquing my style. That was the guy from the
Chunky.
chunky shoes.
Those are, if I've ever seen chunky shoes, those are chunky.
I know, they're so-
But yeah.
And then the guy from the Chronicle, you can see in the videos on here, which, I mean, we should have sat down and preset clips and fine crap or the fuck behind anything I
Yeah.
say. But this dude from the Chronicle, right? He comes up and actually talks to me and talks to my dude Matt. Shout out, thanks for the ride. And thanks for holding out for like 4 hours. And they talked to both of us, and the guy asked me, I spelled my name out. The guy called it a protest like 2-3 times. It's like, no, it's not like that. I'm allowed to be here, and I'm allowed to be an idiot like this. Like, I'm allowed to do this is the whole point. Like,
Yeah.
honk for freedom because I can.
Yeah.
Is the whole point. I was
That's the
like,
whole point.
I'm not trying to like, I just, whatever. The guy was trying to question us, and he got weirded out, and I was like, all right, well, Graham, nice to meet you, whatever. I stuck my hand out, and he kind of backed off. I was like, oh, yeah, people are doing that. It's cool. I was like, I respect it. No problem. I was like, I respect that. I have no issue with that. Like, it's okay, man. Like, you've got the freedom to do that, and I have the freedom to be an idiot and forget that people are doing that now. Like, my bad, dude.
Wow.
And
Jack and Coke, quick.
he went and walked off, and then writes an article that says I gave no comments, no statements, and doesn't know what my name is. So I was like, what? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, really, dude?
Fake
Like,
news.
like,
Even the small media lies. Even small media lies.
But you know what? That's kind of where it goes. Where that thing came from. That's a definition of fake news. It's kind of
Yes.
oh, people.
Yeah.
It's Eddie.
Yeah, it's the
you can
ti-
sit
it's
down
the
and talk. I can
tiniest.
talk to you, and then you're allowed to intentionally play telephone and type whatever you want.
like, yeah.
I can say whatever I want, but you can misinterpret the crap of whatever I say. And then I think the guy was just so like taken aback by the complete lack of point of it.
Yeah.
Because he just looked so confused. Like once he got to a point in the
It was
conversation,
too benign for his brain.
he was just kind of like backing off, like what? Like he couldn't grasp what I was trying to tell him.
Or was it the editors? Was it the editors that said we need?
I don't know.
We need to no. His name, no.
No, give him zero
No,
credit.
No, yeah.
Don't tell him what he's got to say. Just call him a protester.
Shout out
Anti-
to the Photojournal. Shout out
Yeah, so
to the
shout out to the
Photojournal.
Photojournal, indeed.
Indeed,
Should have brought that.
to the truth, to
Yep.
the very well written article
Absolutely.
about Mr. Panton
Absolutely.
and
The Vermilion Photojournal.
Yes.
the Vermilion Photojournal.
Photojournal in Vermilion, Ohio.
Photojournal.
Like they still called it peaceful protesting, but in all they were
Whatever.
completely
Whatever.
They were non-biased, and there was no weird non-factual crap.
Yes,
they didn't put me
it
in
was all-
they didn't put me in chunky shoes
mean-
and a diaper, which was cool to say the least, I guess. If you get told you were in a diaper and chunky shoes, you're happy when someone just tells you that that's not like
That's
happening.
not completely
I guess. I don't
accurate.
know.
Chunky.
Chunky. Chunky. Those are the
Chunky shoes.
Chunky. You should do that.
Got
You know,
fashion critics out there and like, come on.
Chunky shoes.
I've worn tidy whities out in public, and you're gonna focus on chunky shoes. Cool, real
Diaper.
cool. Dude.
You were in a diaper. I read the articles. I watched. It was a diaper, right?
You're one of those people, aren't you? You
I-
you believe everything you read.
Everything.
God.
Everything.
I'm just gonna start writing random stuff on the dashboard of your truck, and you're gonna be like, "Graham, guess what? Like what? Like, dude, aliens are real. It was on my dashboard."
Are you guys opposed to doing a little bit of a?
Jack Daniels, if you please. Knock me to my knees. You're the only thing that has ever been.
I didn't know Rob was a hillbilly. Hillbilly with technological knowledge. My man.
He does that all the time.
He does that all the
man.
time. He does that all the time.
I get to be a high roller in Vegas. I'll
Never
take
mind that, honey.
that. My man.
What are we cheers into? Freedom.
Freedom, baby.
Oh, here's the freedom topic of the hour, my man.
Yes. Cheers. Yeah. There you go. Take that.
taking a
Take
shit.
it to the face.
Oh, twice.
There we go.
Whiskey's so good, I'll drink it
Gross.
twice.
Gross.
But yeah, guys, we're gonna go right into another segment.
Yes.
This is what's on your mind,
What's on your
Nice.
mind?
and episode 28's edition of What's on Your Mind.
I like it.
Rolling it hot.
I like it. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your friends will book back. Cause there's nothing to it. And Facebook asks you so.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Thanks to the Pixies for the inspiration, and Grand Panton for writing the lyrics for that.
I get bored.
It's obviously a Facebook parody.
There's a sunken.
Like, is there sunken? But yeah, number 10 on What's on Your Mind edition meme. These are memes that people post to Facebook and on the Facebook forum group, the Facebook the FunBox podcast group. I rip things off there. Maggie rips stuff. So right now I'm going in half blind. Maggie came up with 5. I came up with 5.
Oh, really?
Oh, my.
Oh, I like it.
So you get to be surprised by
like
half.
it.
Yeah, I get to be surprised by some.
Really?
Of them. Yeah.
Did she
Good,
pick the
I
top
like it.
5 or was
Maggie's always got good
She
ones.
did 2 through 8, I think, or 2 through 10.
Okay.
I actually did the 10th one. It's weird. Who knows how it's gonna? But yeah, number 10. From What's on Your Mind, number 10. Smashing Pumpkins. This is a good one.
I haven't seen that yet.
That should be, in my mind, that's number 1.
Oh, man. I have not seen that one yet. That's a good one.
That was a good one. That's a good
Who is
10.
that? Was that
That's a
Kay
good
Dangling?
10. That's a
Oh yeah,
good
that's one of hers.
Kay
Yeah,
Dangling. I know
Dangling.
her. I've met her. I met her at the old Driftwood. Kay Dangling. Shout out.
Oh,
Number
did
10.
she create that?
Yeah, I don't know. Who
I
cares?
don't know. She posted it.
Oh, whatever. Oh,
They're
okay.
all reposts.
Yeah, we're just
whatever.
acknowledging who the fuck stuck it up on this thing. Who cares about the rest of the internet trail?
Good one. Number 9. This is why it's okay
I've
to
seen
bully
this
people
one.
sometimes.
I've seen this one.
Yeah. He looks like he needs that punched. He needs all that punched right out of him. I don't know.
Look at the last one right there. It's like, why?
I mean, if you got me calling you ridiculous, you got a problem.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Look, he's actually wearing a diaper.
That is a diaper. That's a diaper.
yes, it
That's
is.
a diaper.
Actual diaper.
That's
That little
a diaper.
shout out to the VPD. Just
Yeah.
look this way.
Look at this guy with a oink oink face.
Look this. There's nothing they
It'll
can
be
do.
about that bulgy if it's a diaper.
Though this is, I don't know, either he got picked on a lot or never. One of the two.
There's no in between.
Yeah.
He's
All
got
right.
he's got like 8 older brothers that just destroyed him.
Yeah. He never was able to believe in Santa Claus.
Yeah, they beat the man right out of him, dude. He's that guy now.
Lucy Holes.
I know. That's what I thought the name was funny. Lucy Holes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I bet his holes are Lucy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who put this one up? Who's got?
I don't know. I forget.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
Fuck it. Number the next one.
Let's
Get
go
this
to
guy
8.
off the screen. I can't do this anymore, dude.
Please go to 8. Please go to 8.
Please go to 8.
Number 8.
Okay, thank you.
Number 8. Show me how those tits fart. Hi, I know it's been 2 years, but this message keeps me up at night. What does it mean?
What?
Who the fuck sent it to her?
I don't know.
Back to Kay Dangling. Her
Yeah,
name's on the
Kay
screen
Dangling.
one more time.
Yeah, she posted a bunch of
All right.
dude, you go on her page, there's just endless memes.
Oh, I've met her. She's a madman.
Yeah.
She's an absolute madman. She is. She
Number
has fun with it.
number 7.
Seven.
Me leaving the Labor Day barbecue early because no one wants to talk about Jeffrey Dahmer when eating meat.
Aw. Come on. He's a good topic to talk about. He's Ohio's own. Bath, Ohio.
Right. Ohio's own.
I like to eat hot dogs and strip joints just to show them how it's done.
Number 6. When the whole squad buys new shoes.
Whoa. Those are cool fucking shoes.
Yeah, those are awesome shoes.
Those are cool fucking
Oh, those
shoes.
new Jordans, dude? Get out.
Jordans?
Yeah. She's got
Those
the new
are
LeBrons.
fucking sweet. That's
They're-
cool.
they-
I
they're-
like that. I see nothing wrong with that.
They keep
post.
them clean too.
Are they clean?
Yeah,
they keep them far from the floor, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't even they're not even touching the floor.
Super clean.
Yeah, you got to keep them up in the air.
Yeah, super clean. I like it. I like that. I like that a lot. Can you send that to me, Rob?
Yeah. With the rest of the fake
Yeah,
picture.
I would like the whole thing. The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah, send it to both of us.
Number 5. Quentin and Tarantine by written Derek Tino.
That one scrambles my brain.
Yeah.
That one scrambles my brain.
You're going to give Tony a nosebleed. All right, you just need to calm down with the. He's already dyslexic, so this has got him all fucked up. He's reading it correctly.
Yeah.
He doesn't get it. He's reading this entirely correctly.
Tarantino.
Nothing about this makes no sense to him.
Graham's nice word of saying I'm dyslexic is I can't read.
Yeah.
It's his nice word of saying it.
It'll give you some sense of being able to kind of read.
Right.
Look, man, I'm on your side, buddy. You know,
There's a
kinda.
W there.
What?
A W.
That is a W. Good job, buddy. That's a W.
Hip Hop Anonymous. Number 4. Number 4. No matter how old you are, you'll always want to imitate the Undertaker.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
I like it. Those chicks are good at it.
Yeah, they are really good.
Chicks are really good at it. Like,
I recognize the one on the top right.
do you now?
Top right. I don't recognize any of them, which is
Shameful.
shameful.
I took the picture of the top right. Yeah.
They're good at it.
Jeez. She's
like
gone. She's in another world right there.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I love the veins in the cock.
I would like to say you're welcome, Stephanie, by the way. She probably doesn't want her real name out there, but her name's Stephanie. She's nice. She's a very short girl. I liked it.
All right.
Catch me on Pornhub.
Number 3. Hi, my job is canceled, so I want to apply for unemployment benefits. Occupation, I'm a musician. Okay, you're in luck. It says here we could give you 5 drink tickets per week.
That's good.
Okay.
I like the face. Like, it's so like, yeah,
It's just like
that's what you get.
here.
Rob, where
Take
do you
it.
redeem your tickets?
Yeah.
Is that why you keep coming over my house?
Yeah.
Okay.
CBD.
Number 2. Number 2. When your mom says it's salad for dinner tomorrow and you've just caught your sister fucking herself with the cucumber from the fridge.
Toby, H3 alcohol.
Toby, H3 alcoholic.
A little shout out to Sarah Panton on this one. No reason why.
Ooh.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
What these bitches want from a nigga?
I
No comment.
no comment.
He just. That
right.
should be number 1.
We'll go.
Is
Yeah,
number
that should have
3?
been that's now number 1. Number 1. That's number
that's
2.
number two.
Number
Okay.
1.
That's a good
Oh,
number. That's a
man.
strong number, dude.
I don't know if
That's
I
a
This is a
strong-
strong second place
strong
right
number-
here.
second place,
Shout
yeah.
out to Sarah for a strong second place. That's
Yeah.
a picture of me, actually.
Toby H3 alcoholic and 3's an
I started young, all right?
Fucking
the whole
happens,
family.
Dude.
We
It
all
happens,
drank.
dude. It happens.
Have you seen me at midnight on a fucking weekday? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, laying there. Yeah.
You should be fine if your mom peels the cucumbers. You should be fine.
Well,
Oh, good point.
Take off all the whatever.
she had to
Just
Just kidding.
next one. Just go.
Number 1. Number 1.
Number 1.
I'm telling my kids this was Bret Michaels.
Yes.
Yes.
Good one. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Good. Relief. Laugh. Ha ha.
Absolutely. I have not seen.
That is Bret Michaels, ain't it?
I have not seen. What is it? Tiger. What the fuck is his name? Tiger Bob.
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic. I
Yeah.
called him Tiger
Well,
Bob.
you're not going to
Joe
see
Exotic.
Joe Exotic.
I'm not. No.
No, wait. Oh, wait.
No. I used to see Joe Exotic, but I don't want to see his film.
He's like grass now.
No, I
you ever
wanna
watch
see the-
Lion King?
What?
He's like grass now. Have you ever watched Lion King?
Yes.
He's grass. The circle of life.
What?
What is happening?
Are you lost too? I'm lost.
I'm lost. Lion King.
The animals eat the other animals,
Yeah.
and they become the grass.
Yeah, it's a circle of life.
He just
circle of life.
he just
So
hit the
he's
bowl
the
really
grass.
hard, bro.
He's
So-
the grass.
What?
He's the grass. Tigers ate him, and he's poop. And he's
No,
grass.
he's in jail. Oh. Yeah. Carol Baskins fed her husband to the tigers.
I thought that was him.
No, that's Joe Exotic. That's the Tiger King.
That's the Tiger King.
Yeah.
That's the Tiger King.
Yeah.
Tiger King.
Okay.
Joe Exotic is Tiger King.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's not dead.
He's not dead. He's in jail. He's in prison
Me and Tony live in a hole.
for trying to hire somebody to kill Carol Baskins.
Well, it was that bitch. Carol Baskin.
But that was what's in your mind.
Rob, where's this music coming from?
Holy shit.
Pass the bowl.
Where's this music coming from?
Oh, my face is hot. Whoo, my face is hot. Whoo.
I'm good.
Man, oh man, that's hilarious. Tony, I'm glad you could. Yeah, let me get that gross shit out of my throat. I'm glad you could join us. I'm glad you crawl out of your rock, out of your hole, and join us here in the FunBox podcast.
Good time.
Oh my god.
Good time.
Podcast.
FunBox podcast.
But yeah, guys. Fucking A, dude.
God.
It's been a fun week.
Crazy.
It's been a
Crazy.
ridiculous
Crazy
week.
good time.
My phone has exploded. Oh man. You know how many people sent me extensive messages, which I'm super, like, I'm all for anybody and what you believe and the freedom to believe it. That's my whole point and my goal is you do you and you do you hard as long as you don't fuck with nobody else. But the funniest
Mind
thing...
your P's and Q's.
Yeah, you know. Well, I mean, I cuss a lot, so fuck
Well,
that.
whatever. I don't know
But,
what that even means. I just say it. I just heard people say it, so
yeah.
I'm just repeating it.
I'm so proud. You're really learning the alphabet well. The P's and Q's. You're
And
getting
Z's.
there.
P's
I'm
and
on
Q's.
Z's.
Yeah, he's getting there, dude.
Zebra.
We're working on it.
Zipper.
But, like,
Xylophone.
in all
I
seriousness,
fucked that up.
I've gotten a handful of messages, personal messages that are sent directly to me, and they consist of two extreme categories, for sure, which is unforeseen consequences for what the fuck I had go on. I had no idea that it would really cascade into this kind of a thing to where the most brutal and hateful thing I've read or seen or even heard of in my life yet was a direct comment that said, "I hope you catch COVID."
Oh, shit.
So I read that and was like, I'm ready. And that's all I wrote back. Like, okay. Like, wow. So I wore underwear in the streets, said honk for freedom, and you hope I catch COVID. That's insanely brutal.
Yeah.
That is, you're a brutal person. There's something wrong with you other than me. Like, there's something digging at you more than me running around in my underwear. And on the other end of that perspective is I've gotten long messages of people telling me they were proud of me.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
like,
think it's where you're at in your own life. It's kind of like, you know, when you come home, I don't know if you've ever had it. I've never really had it. I guess, so-and-so's making fun of me or I'm getting picked on. And your parents go, oh, they're just jealous. And when you're a kid, you're like, what the fuck? No, they're not. They're way cooler, apparently. And they seem like they're obviously confident enough to make me feel like shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're obviously at that level.
they're comfortable enough with themselves to make me feel like a trash bag.
Yeah. So how can they be jealous? Because they think I'm stupid. And it is. I would say that there is a jealousy or some kind of. I don't believe either. I know there's some bully magnets that just beg for it, but
Like when you stand in the street in your underwear. That'll draw it.
I mean, I guess so. I mean,
That'll draw it.
Why not? You know.
That's a cheap target.
But yeah, that's what it is. And then people don't even think about what they're saying if they say anything about it. I mean, there's some people that I think that have a certain outlook on life that I want them to, you know, swing their car into a oak tree, you know.
Yeah.
But so that's pretty dark and like heavy about that, you know. So whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get COVID and they can go drive into a pole.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So that's fine. It equals out.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? It equals out.
My hatred towards them equaled it out.
Hit a phone pole and get COVID either way.
Exactly.
It all worked out.
I don't know, man. I mean, I carry myself with a certain amount of disdain to a handful of people or whatever the fuck, but like, you know, there's groups of people you can be like, Jesus, like, I'm not a big fan of the way all that works, you know? Like, it's say you're a member of the KKK, right? And I have nothing for or against the KKK, right? We want to gather together in white hoods. It's kind of prehistoric, but run with it, bro. You're in America. That's your fucking freedom.
You're right.
So, I mean, but I myself personally carry a certain amount of, really, dude? Like, it's not like I'm actively running around hating KKK.
You're asking to get like fucked with by people.
Yeah, if you run around and say you're part of the KKK, you're open for fire.
Which don't
because you're just open for fire. And I'm not saying I'm going to fire off on a KKK guy or whatever the fuck, but I'm saying my man.
Well, yeah,
there's a group that is just asking for it.
I know.
Like,
yeah, the thing is they're not going anywhere. It's not going to happen. They lost. You could be just a crazy weirdo with your hood on, and you could say the N-word as much as you want, whatever.
Yeah.
You just look like a jackass at that point.
Oh, and if you go as far as preaching their core values of purity and race or crap like that, like, dude, it's kind of a wash. Black folk been sleeping with white folk and shit like that for a long time now. Like, we've been crossbred, man. My bad. Like, I'm sorry for your cause. It's dying.
Well, a lot of people
naturally done.
Yeah, when you shut down that, it gives them more of a voice when you shut it down in America, and that's why don't shut it down. Because the freedom of speech, it goes both ways. It makes good ideas happen, and it exposes bad ideas, and that's a bad idea.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yep.
So you gotta have those bad ideas be exposed with the freedom of speech.
You want to be a KKK member? You're gonna have a bad time.
Go ahead.
You're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a tough time in the United States.
That's some true suffering. You're gonna suffer throughout life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, you're just
you're not gonna be truly happy.
No, not until you get what you want. That shit ain't going down.
It's not going to happen.
Ain't going down. This ain't Deliverance was a nice movie a long time ago. It ain't happening like that.
Sure, you got a pretty mouth.
Squeal for me. Put your hood back on and squeal.
What is the moral? The moral of the story Deliverance? Is it like if you get banged in the woods and you kill them, you could get away with it?
I think the moral of the story is just sticking up for yourself. You know what I mean?
Deliverance,
really?
Kind of.
Like a school bully mentality. I mean,
no. Think about it. No.
Stick up for your buddy when he's getting ass raped.
Burt Reynolds kills that fucking dude dead to rights.
If Rob's getting piggy squealed out in the woods, I'm crossbowing the fuck out of somebody a lot quicker than that guy did.
No, dead to rights.
I would let that guy get way less poundings in on you than Burt Reynolds actually did.
Well,
Burt Reynolds sat there and aimed and waited.
He had to get his sight.
Yeah, fuck that.
You'd be like, oh, I gotta... Rob, you
it was pretty hardcore. A lot of people would have gone up and be like, hey, man, don't be doing that. Oh, you have a gun, shit.
No, I'm just saying. I think that is the morale of it, is just fighting against it.
Go with your instincts and fight against it.
And they made it.
Or something. I don't know.
So what? Burt Reynolds made it, and another guy made it, right?
I don't remember the goddamn movie.
One of them died. One person died, didn't they?
Somebody died in there.
Someone
I don't
died.
remember the end of the movie. I really don't.
You don't remember the end of the fucking movie?
No, you know
dude?
how fucking long it's been since I've seen Deliverance?
All right, one of their friends died. I forget how.
Fucking strangle you on fucking the FunBox.
Do it.
FunBox podcast. First fucking murder. Dude, I want to fucking murder you right now.
Murder.
I want to fucking murder. Is this live? Cut it off if it's live.
Oh, it's recording.
It's recording.
Just go get the electric weed whip, plug a
Burt
battery
Reynolds. He killed that dude. He killed the fucking West
I
Virginia
remember him
hillbilly.
shooting
I'll
the
use
dude.
the word hillbilly. Call me a racist. I'll use the word hillbilly.
Oh my.
I threw it out there.
Did you just drop the H-bomb?
The H-bomb. No, you don't remember. You don't remember they asked him, do you remember anything? He said, I remember nothing. He don't remember nothing, dude. Because he fucking killed that fucking hillbilly, hilljack, West Virginia, fucking missing teeth, fucking.
They killed them both, right? Or all three of them?
He killed them both. Well, there was two of them.
Oh, there was only two. Yeah.
So the other dude was stalking them, shooting from the.
Yeah, we crawled up on the hillside. And then
and was shooting them. Yeah,
took him out.
Yep.
And I think their friend died too. One of their friends.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm pretty sure
you're
one
right.
of them didn't make it.
Another well-known actor.
Yeah, I forget what it was.
I don't remember. I don't fucking know.
There was four of them all together, right? Four of them all together. I think one of them, I forget what.
The chubby dude that was butt raped.
Burt Reynolds, and then the guy.
He made it.
And then the guy from Anaconda.
Yes.
What?
And yeah,
Ice Cube was in that movie? No, I had no idea, dude.
No, Tom Hanks, man. Tom Hanks.
No, I think he died. I think that guy died.
Tom Hanks was in Anaconda, and he was in Deliverance.
He played the hillbilly's cock.
He played the hillbilly's wiener in the Deliverance, and he played the snake in Anaconda. Mm-hmm. He did a good job. In Titanic, you know what he played? He played the propeller that one dude fell off of, and he hits the propeller, and he starts flipping.
Yeah, so he played a murderer in the movie.
He killed a man.
That was his first bad guy role?
Yeah, was Titanic.
Okay.
Yeah. Besides Money Pit. But, yeah, he wasn't a bad guy, but be a little bit better with your money, dude.
We're getting a little off topic here.
I didn't know we had a topic. Blue fight tube.
I could hear the springs on these boom stands. That's like, man, I got to get shock absorbers for every mic. You're fine because your mic's got a floaty thing. Yeah. I can hear that
there you
one.
go.
There you go. Yeah,
Audio problem.
Your mind.
Audio problem
No.
for you noobs.
Yeah. Do the deliverance.
It's like we have our own reverb coils.
How come I don't have it? What the fuck?
Because you got a floating mic. It's on that. You see that whole thing that it's on the base that the mic's on.
Get the fuck out of here. Well, that's really cool. I got the fancy mic.
Yeah, you get the fancy
You're the
mic.
fancy man. You wear a
The
diaper
fancy
out
man,
in
I'm just
public.
retarded
You
with a
pooped
regular
your
microphone.
pants. Oh, did you so Rob the fucking?
Oh, Rob, I got you a little.
Here we go. Back on topic.
Rob,
Oh,
back on the
shit.
topic.
Oh shit!
Here we go.
It was a little warm. I was a little sweaty. Even though it was 50 degrees,
It was good.
you still work up
52
a sweat.
52 degrees.
You still work up a sweat at 50 degrees. I wanted to give you a commemorative pair of 2024-20
no
underwear.
Oh, nice.
Dude.
I want you to know I actually wore those on 420. I had 2 layers of underwear on, and that was the layer of underwear. That was the layer of underwear. That was the layer of underwear that was on underneath the ones that were outside. Ryan Zander wrote on the ones that were outside, you know. Please grab your underwear real quick, man.
Grab the underwear.
Show the people what you got on your camera, you know? Really give them a sniff. I cleaned them before I gave them to you.
You did?
Kind of.
Oh God!
What? Just hold them up and you kick them.
I'll frame them. I'll frame them and put them in the studio somewhere.
Yeah, you
Turn
should
'em.
hang them up on your trumpet for now. Make sure put them in the background. You know, make sure they're displayed with you. You know,
Dude, they're not going to be in my face for now.
why not?
There we go.
You don't. And you can put them on.
I mean, I don't deserve to put those on.
There's too much.
Those are for the real Americans.
I just wanted to give you, really wanted to hook you up with a sentimental part of what I got going on, what I did.
Can you turn that TV? It's a bottom button on the right, the bottom right. Can you turn it off and then turn it back on in a few seconds?
That's how I fix all my electronics. I turn them off and I turn them back on.
Yeah.
And when that doesn't work, I throw them out of the car window.
Yeah, you got to power. Did you power cycle your phone?
What?
Yeah, power cycled. It's when you turn it off or take the battery out at the same time.
Power cycled your mom.
Power cycled, yeah.
Hey.
Who do you know I was talking to?
Power
You
cycled.
just make
I just don't-
strong assumptions
I just don't
there.
like that my mom texts me at night and says, like, why is Graham's ignoring me? I'm like,
I'm,
he's not ignoring you. He's
I tell her
passed
not
out.
to send you anything. I'm sorry about the pictures too, but
I know, and she mixes it up, and I don't like that, dude. Like,
she's not good with her cell phone. She's got one of those crickets, and she's really, really rough with it.
I don't want to see my birthplace. That's all I'm saying, dude.
Oh, yeah, here's a thread I was part of earlier
Literally where
today.
you came from.
It just made me laugh because you know how people just jump to the conclusion like they want to argue
It's a thread.
immediately.
You're in sewing groups on Facebook.
So as a Deftones group, somebody posted a picture of a guy going, "Stop going outside so we can get back to the gigs." He's outside, so I wrote, "Speak for yourself." LOL.
LOL. Classic.
And-
it's how
and-
you lighten up a comment. You throw the old LOL out there at the end of it. It lightens everything up.
Speak for yourself. LOL. She's like, as someone immune compromised from cancer treatment, I'd appreciate you staying home. I'm like, tell that guy in the photo.
LOL. LOL. You're peppering those LOL.
The LOL.
The guy in the photo is telling you to stay home so they will lift the stay-at-home order so he could play gigs again. Your comment implies that you disagree, or at least that's how I took it, as you were. I was like, LOL, he's outside.
You started with the LOL that time. Changed it up. Changed it up.
He's outside.
He's outside.
Literally.
He's outside.
Hold on. Scroll back to the picture. outside.
Stop going outside.
That's a cityscape. You know, that's not a backdrop behind him. That's a real cityscape behind him.
Yeah, he's outside.
There's people in cars there.
That's too funny.
That's if anything, that's a funny joke. That of it itself.
The whole photo itself is ironic as fuck.
Yeah. So I'm like,
if it's real.
So I wonder what other people are saying. I think people who are immune compromised, elderly, and infants should stay home and be looked at. Oh, everybody's getting serious. Until it's brought to me by family. Oh my God, they're all commenting on my comment too.
Nice.
Heather Lynn, somebody wants Heather Lynn to eat a dick.
Nice. Heather Lynn, call me if you plan on it.
Your opinion is all yours to have. It's wrong, but you can have it. Isn't that always the best, like the most backhanded thing to say?
Do you feel happy she gave you your opinion back?
Oh, well, like it's not even
you
about
got
me anymore.
To have it. Oh, they're just arguing amongst
they're
themselves?
amongst themselves, yeah.
Nice. Well, that's retarded.
Cute.
Yeah. Cute. All from me going, speak for yourself, LOL. Don't you love it?
Absolutely.
Oh, man. People, man. Fly off the handle.
Mm-hmm. I completely and totally understand.
I hope you get COVID-19.
Yeah. Like she's over here like, how we get COVID-19? I'm like, COVID-19? I still buy cigarettes every day, woman. Like I got bigger plans.
Oh, they're still commenting on it.
I have a life plan.
Yeah. COVID-19 amateur. I still drink every day and smoke cigarettes. Ugh.
My liver hates me and my brain cells don't because they're dead.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What's a brain cell?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get it. Mm-hmm. There it is. Yes, I've seen this. Oh, I've seen this. Don't come at me. Wait, where'd it go?
I've not seen
that. Yeah, don't come at me. Tell me you know how to eat pussy. If you don't plan on doing it like this, I want you in a fancy green jacket, and I want you having at it. Oh yeah, these fine young men are looking at a long career.
Dude, the world is filled
with pussy eaters. Look at them, man. They're champs. Those are pros. I can only hope I reach for the top of the charts like them.
Wow. It really is like sometimes when you watch other people and other cultures and other people doing other things.
I think that was England.
Yeah, it is. It probably was. But even like anywhere though, it is like watching like Animal Planet or something, like a whole different species.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah, you're right.
It's me when I go to Cleveland. I can all weird it out. I'm from Vermilion, dude. My life has been really white, cookie cutter, and easy as shit.
Yeah.
I run around the streets in underwear, and I think it's no big deal.
Right.
I probably would have got beat the fuck up if I went to Cleveland like that.
Yeah, I'm talking about even about that guy in the pig snout. That guy with the diaper on.
Yeah.
And the meme that we were watching.
King Hippo?
Yeah, the
King Hippo in the crown and all that shit?
Lucy Holes.
Lucy Holes.
Yeah, Lucy Holes.
All right.
Yeah, that's like a whole different like species of human, like a breed of human.
Yeah, I like to think that that's when, that really super rare small amount of Neanderthal genetics that come through.
Yeah.
Homo sapiens, I like to think that the Neanderthal really hit them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're going to be big, thick, have a sloping forehead, probably be a little bit slow.
Yeah, a little bit. I would say so. Because like isn't what shows your what I would think an intelligent person would do is you utilize its resources and surroundings. Like that's how we gauge animals by their ability, their smartness or whatever.
The way they adapted to their environment.
Yeah, the way they adapt to the environment and the way they use tools, the way they use even other species around them to get what they want.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Dogs are particularly on that scale, top 10 smartest creatures in the world because they use
little old ladies when they weigh 3 pounds.
What?
3 pound dogs use little old ladies all day.
Yeah, they'll use
What?
They're a coexisting species. There's a word for that. Somebody's going to chime in here and somebody say the fucking word. There's a cohesive cooperative experience, you know? Like those
Yeah.
fish that get their tongues eaten out, and then another parasite lives in there, and they have to use that parasite as their tongue.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
There's a word for symbiotic.
Symbiotic.
Relationship. Tiny dogs and old ladies have a symbiotic relationship.
Well, dogs have that with human beings. They're just like, well,
Very
a man's
symbiotic.
best friend. It's they use our abilities for their benefit.
Yep.
As much as they can, and cats will do that. Cats aren't as smart as dogs because that's why. Well, that's just our gauge. Like, dogs are adapts. The dogs in a whole more adapt to human beings and we could use them more than cats.
Yeah,
Cats
yes,
are more
yes.
independent.
Cats are cats.
Wild, kind of wild in a sense. That's what makes them independent. We
Yep.
can't, and lions and a lot of wild species aren't on that list because they don't use human beings.
Yeah.
as because we're pretty much the top of the food chain. Unless you're swimming naked in the fucking ocean, then you're at the bottom of the food chain.
It depends on a human being not using any of the tools available is not at the top of the food
No,
chain.
as a whole,
We are we have no claws, no
Yeah.
teeth, and our ability relies on thinking.
our
We're
collective
thinkers.
consciousness
Yeah.
dominates all
Yeah.
species.
We have to think and use our tools. If you're
Yeah.
not allowed to be a comprehensive thinker or defensive thinker, if you're just kind of dumb and you don't have tools, knife, gun, etc., then you're going to be a pretty terrible human and you're not at the top of the charts. If I just throw you out there, naked and afraid or whatever, you're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't have fur. You are naked. You are like fleshy, mounding, lack of claws, piece of crap.
But then we look at the primates and they're on the top, and then dolphins are number 2. I heard there's also scientists that are trying to figure out how to study crows and blackbirds and ravens because they can do things that we haven't been able to figure out. And
Really?
yeah,
Really?
there's some scientists that believe they're smarter than primates.
Yes.
Crows, blackbirds.
Really?
Yeah, they communicate without talking to each other in a way that they studied. They've done these experiments where they would do, I don't know if they lit off M80s or bombs or some kind of explosion. They won't go near that explosion for a whole, would say lifetime. Even the ravens that get born, and they know not to go to that area. I don't know if they just learned it from the flight patterns of their elders, but
They say trained by avoiding to
Who
fly
knows?
around a thing that isn't there.
that isn't there. Yeah. So
And they
they
teach to fly around the thing that's not there.
That's not there.
And they
And
just
they-
know. Well, I don't know why. We always just flown around that.
yeah.
Why don't we go
yeah,
there?
like-
I don't know. We just don't.
It's just what we do.
Like we go left here. That's what
Yeah.
we do. Left, around, right. That's how we make it.
And then they have to wear masks when they study them because they know people's faces, and even the masks aren't really effective. They'll know it's you as an individual. Like if I threw a rock at a crow, it'll remember me, and
This
it'll
fucking dickhead.
and it will.
I see that Brown's head.
They'll use the cars and the freeway. They'll use cars in the freeway. They know like 3 to 4 step processes to solve a problem. They'll do I could play video. Fucking, I don't have it ready, but crows and blackbirds and ravens. Look it up. It's pretty wild.
Go for it. So you're saying that, like, essentially, even in the modern day era of everybody running around in face masks and all that jazz, you're still susceptible to a grudge from a crow. Essentially, you're still susceptible to have them. You can do something negative to a crow with face mask on in modern era, and that crow still think you're an asshole.
Yeah.
For life.
Well,
Remove the mask.
They,
He's like, I still know you, fucker.
they study with masks because it does work sometimes. But it works with human beings too. Like, who is that behind the? I don't even know who that is. But yeah, smartest bird, the intelligent raven solves the puzzle. Let's see this.
Can I stay in here?
Absolutely, you can sit and watch.
Right.
We'll see.
All right, the British.
Come on
This is
then.
my kind of
Send
thing.
in your mastermind because it's going to need that.
Oh my.
Alex studies wild birds,
Does
which
he?
he releases after 3 months of research.
I release my wild bird once a week.
This one is nicknamed 007, and it's about to attempt what Alex believes is one of the most complex tests of the animal mind ever constructed. The bird is familiar
Ever
with the
of the
individual
animal mind.
objects. But this is the first time he's seen them arranged like this.
Ooh.
8 separate stages that must be completed in a specific
So that's
order
8.
if the
I
puzzle
was
is
way
to be
off.
solved.
He's-
And if the bird succeeds, it'll be a world first.
I've never seen this.
He takes time to have a look and then
look.
starts
Have a
with the
look.
short stick.
What? Tony, this puzzle would fuck your day up.
I don't know what the fuck is.
Stage 1.
Get the little stick.
He finds it's too short to reach the food.
Get.
He then sets off to get the first stone.
What the?
But he drops it.
This music is so intense. So
And
dramatic.
another.
And
He seems to be stuck.
And another.
But then
Seems to be
something
stuck.
seems to click.
What's he supposed to do with the stones?
He deploys the first stone.
He deploys the first stone. He deploys.
Get the fuck out.
Or is it adding weight to the thing?
Get the fuck out.
And then another.
Yeah, he's got to push it, weigh it down.
Wait, get the fuck out. This asshole's job. So he's like you, Tony. He was in the middle of it and he got distracted.
Right? Yes.
Get out.
Yep.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
The 8th and final stage. Success. 8 individual stages of one complex puzzle completed.
Wow.
That was remarkable. I've never seen anything like all of the bird behaviour.
These bitches want from a nigga.
I can hardly believe it. I'm still just running that sequence through my mind. It happened really quickly.
There's a sequence.
But the immediate question is, of course, how on earth did that crow do that?
Well, yeah, that's the whole study is they give people gifts too. There's this one woman that had a blackbird that would visit. She would feed every now and then. The blackbird would come back with like other people's jewelry.
Oh, really?
Coins.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Really crazy. Yeah.
Tony, I'm gonna start setting up obstacles like this in the living room and just have a fucking beer at the end of it. I'm like, can Tony figure it out?
Can he
I don't-
figure it out?
I don't trust blackbirds anymore. I don't trust them. I don't know if
But do
they're
you
up
trust?
to.
Do you still trust the white ones?
There's no such thing.
A white dove, mate.
That's a dove. That's a,
So you trust the birds that are classy enough to be released during weddings, but you don't like a black crow, huh?
well, the black crows are too smart. We don't know
Are
what
their-
their abilities are.
Their beaks are too big, ain't it?
It's because they're it's because they're black. That's what it is. I'm racist against birds.
Oh my god. I am too. It's okay. I'm trying to call you out for the same problems I had. We talked about this earlier. All right, I'm bullying you for issues that I have myself. I'm racist against
yeah,
blackbirds.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I stepped right into the subject. Just right into the mud.
So, you guys want to try this again here?
I'll need a shot for the crow. Christ. You gotta label out, asshole. Label out. Label out. Yeah.
You're the only friend that has ever been that didn't do me wrong.
Jack Daniels, if you please. Knock me to my knees.
Oh, man. I can't believe you got yourself a theme song for taking shots.
It picks up the
That
Jack
is awesome.
Daniels logo behind you. That's pretty good, too.
Yeah, all right. Fantastic.
Oh, that was sexy. Sexy. All right, guys. Cheers, guys.
AMR ASA videos.
Cheers. This is not Irish whiskey, but whatever. Just some music here.
I call it Jack Daniels number 7, right?
Old number 7.
Old number 7, right.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Happy COVID-19!
Woo!
2020. That's an easy year to remember. It was already easy to remember. Why'd you got to give us a COVID-19 pandemic?
Right.
Their name's so year high.
As if it was not easy.
It should have been waited for next year. 2021, that's a weird year.
Right.
Have it be 20-year anniversary of a bullshit thing that happened? Couldn't have waited a year?
Yeah, right.
Remember when the aught, it was, yeah, it's aught, no, score. 2000s was
We're
the
in
aught.
We're back in the aughts.
We're back in the aughts?
Yeah, 1901, 1906.
It's aught 20, right?
20. Or 20. Yeah, 20.
I know it's a score.
Oh, no, it's the aughts. You have to do the ones. It's all in the single digits.
Oh, it's a single
2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2009.
2020 now. It's 2020, and that means really
Pandemic.
nothing. Really,
Pandemic.
it doesn't mean anything. It just a
means-
score. We're one score into the new millennium.
Wow.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Jack Daniels, if you please.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, thank you guys for doing the show.
No, fucking great. Good time.
We're a good hour into it, and that's not good. We're covered a lot of bases in an hour. What are you drinking?
Jack.
Why did it look all watered down?
Because I drank it 7 times.
Oh, you added beer to it.
No, I drank it 7 times.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
All right.
What does that even mean?
All right. The viewers know. You don't know yet, but the
What?
viewers know.
Yeah, they. When I edit the video, I'll be like, oh.
Wow. That is
Wowie, yowie.
hillbilly mouthwash right there.
Yowie, wowie.
So I'd like you to, before you sign off here, before you head in that direction, please.
No, I want some last thoughts.
Some last thoughts.
From all of you guys.
Well, just show the viewers your underwear one more time. Commemorative Graham Panton 2020 420 underwear. No, just hold them back a little further away from the camera. No, they can't see the whole thing. A little down.
No,
little back a little further.
dude, this is a
No, back a little further.
This is a fish. No, fuck you. This is a fisheye. This is a fisheye lens. It's got it. It got it.
Did you get all that? No, hold them back up. Turn them around.
Yeah, turn it around. And
I really want you to read it for yourself.
Shove the crotch in your mouth.
Yeah, maybe chew on them a little bit.
Yeah.
Save the flavor.
COVID-19. It's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, okay. Here's my final thoughts.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'll go me.
You fire off, and then
I'll go
Yes.
me. I'll go Tony, and then Graham will
Okay.
finish it.
Yes.
All right. Me, my final thoughts, or I know it's a thing. It's an actual sickness that people are getting. Totally get it. The vaccine. It's like it's a different thing. It's higher potency than flu. Whatever. I understand. I'm willing to die to advance humanity. That being said, if my antibodies don't match up and I'm just not a good candidate to have that, I will accept it. I will accept my fate and to better humanity, because if I'm gone and I don't reproduce, the better for humanity, right? So why not?
I couldn't agree stronger.
So why not?
I'm sorry.
So why not? Like, I'm obviously a weak link. If I'm dying from COVID-19, a lot of people, the survival rate's really big, you know?
Yes.
So if I die from the flu, I thought the same thing. Like, that's got to be my time if I die from the flu.
My man, you're gonna figuratively meet the bullet.
Turn into
that hits
pneumonia,
You're
or-
gonna figuratively meet the bullet of mathematics and science and health that's gonna get you.
Yeah.
One thing or another.
One thing
You
or
going
another,
down.
something's going to happen.
You're
yeah.
going down at one point.
Yeah.
And, you
and
know
I
what?
would rather live knowing that and be fine and perfectly comfortable with knowing that than having my liberty taken away, where I would rather just die than fucking kill me as a guy that if you're going right now, it's not enough for me to want to die because we could go on the street with your underwear and blast music. Right now,
there's
that's
still plenty
pretty cool.
of freedom left.
Diaper.
Plenty of freedom left for you to pick at.
Yeah,
There's plenty of meat on that bone.
Yeah.
Plenty of meat on that bone, for sure.
But it is getting less and less meat.
Yep.
For sure from this. And all I'm saying is with the way it is now, if it stays this way, I'll give me COVID then and see what happens. That's how I feel.
Ultimately, give me liberty or give me death.
Or give me death. Yeah, give me liberty or give me...
Strong quote.
Yeah, death.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's my thing. I understand why people are afraid. Death is a scary thing, and so is liberty. It's kind of scary. It's scary to be so free, right? It is scary.
It is scary to be free. My man, it is legitimately terrifying to be free. It's legitimately terrifying to be free. There's a lot of risk.
Yeah.
That goes with it. And there's a lot of risk that we, all three of us in the room, don't put on the line, period. There's a lot of risk with freedom that not one of all three of us can put on the line. And other people have put their ass on the line on purpose. Like, you think COVID's bad, try to eat an AK to the chin.
Yeah.
Go fucking, go meet your maker with an IED. Or wish you did.
Yeah.
That's intense.
It's crazy. We're still alive.
That's
we're
an intense fight for freedom right there.
What's interesting is we're learning along with people that are 10 plus years younger than us. We're learning along with them as well as what the hell's going on and with the way society is going to like shift,
adjust, everything's going to adjust.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be. It's going to be wacky.
But like I always said, I'm always going to be that guy that accidentally has. Then there we go. There was the breaking point for us being those old guys, where it's like, oh man, did you see Rob's? Did you see so and so's dad, Rob, or so and so's uncle, Rob? Dude, he just came up to me and shook my hand.
Yeah.
Like what a, like dude, yeah, that's old school mentality.
I'm already a weirdo because I grew up with, which is strange. It was already considered weird mentality to walk up and shake a hand, be firm. Eye contact, all that crap. That was already culturally becoming bizarre. Just as far as
not me. For me, it wasn't because it was always. I think the people that always shook your hand and looked you in the eye and said hello was always they always had to one up on anybody else.
Well, there's a lot of solid that comes with good handshake and eye contact, my man.
Yeah, that goes a long way.
The world has moved on that one.
Yeah,
I mean, contracts weren't always there, but a handshake and eye contact and your word, that's been there for a real long time. A written contract hasn't been there as long as eye contact, handshake, and word.
Yeah, the word.
So I think it's a primitive form of honesty that a lot of people think is going to get digressed off into some fucking world of shit. But fuck no.
To end my final thoughts about having your word as your bond with humanity is Frank Sinatra quote and to a song, "For what is a man, for what has he got, if not his word, then he is not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way."
Yeah! I'll strip for that. I'll strip for that. I'll strip for that, my man.
Yes, sir.
Love me some Frank. Love me some Frank.
That was actually my day 9 of albums. It was a Fly Me to the Moon album. It was a compilation.
I saw it. I might have angry faced it. I don't know if I acknowledged it, but I fucking loved it.
I hope so.
Face to face right here. Like it. Like it.
All right, Tony, last words, thoughts. What's your last
final thoughts? You illiterate black crow, you.
I don't know.
You problem solving illiterate black crow. What's your last?
Tony, what's your last thoughts?
Tony.
You
kind of took the words out of my mouth, Rob. Honestly, like what you said was to a T is what I was thinking. Like, it's
Fair enough.
freedom. It's freedom. Like, come on. So I guess I have no comment other than what you said.
Here's something funny about freedom too is the freedom to feel a certain way and devote a certain way.
Yeah.
Which in return causes somebody maybe to not be free.
Yeah.
To not. I guess
I'm glad I'm essential, and I'm not trying to sound cocky.
everybody's level of freedom is like,
I'm glad I'm working, and a lot of people aren't working, and it fucking sucks. And I feel. Is my mic? Is this on?
You're hot. You're hot.
Okay.
get up to the mic
Yeah,
then.
scooch.
It just sounds funny.
Nah, you're in.
My point is, it sucks for a lot of people out there that aren't fucking working.
Yeah.
And rely on
The people
our
that
world.
are.
Our fucking world, And that's what's fucked up,
I think a lot of people are born with this attitude that they're owed something by the universe. Mm-hmm. When in all actuality, I feel I owe the universe something because I'm born. Mm-hmm. I'm and that being said, me saying that, I'm selfish as fuck. I don't know how much. I see some people online, and I'm like, wow, they're doing that. They have millions and millions of help millions and millions of people. It's like, wow, they really did it, damn, I got some work to do if I want to practice what I preach.
I didn't get water to 6 million people in Africa. Man, Jay-Z is kind of a douchebag, but I guess now he's the shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, now I feel like a trash bag.
Yeah. Yeah, what am I really doing? But so all I'm saying is being gracious towards each other. I is a common thing that comes up. Being gracious towards each other is a big thing about being an American, and I think it gives you a responsibility. And grace shows its face because you've seen people not be ungracious. You've seen people be very selfish, and you like the keeping up with the Joneses mentality. You look across the street, you see a brand new car, nice, and boom, who knows? And then you might see what they do for a living. You're like, wow, how did they get that? Why do they deserve that? And then envy is a thing too. So it's like you gotta fuck the Joneses. Who gives a shit about them? Like,
Maybe,
who gives,
maybe his wife, and maybe while he's at work.
well, all I'm saying is they could be really good people too, and that's just how they live, and it's just what they were able to provide for their family and do and have things, whatever. That's what they want, to be happy, and that's fine. People, you guys watched Aladdin, right? Jafar, he couldn't stop. Or that's like the most G-rated example I could come up with. Jafar couldn't stop.
Jafar.
He got so
Evil Jafar.
He got so greedy.
That's good. That's a good one. I like that.
All I'm saying, everybody wants
I can relate to that.
Everybody wants to bring down those greedy people, but let them go. They're gonna dig their own grave, man. Just like Jafar.
Absolutely, dude. And there's a lot to be said about that, man. About my man, you don't need to waste your time not being a good person. You don't need to jump off track of being a good person and marching forward in a right direction to waste your time stepping off to telling somebody they're in the wrong direction. There's no fucking point to that. You're wasting your own time, you're wasting your own breath, and you're wasting what little effort you have left in you. I mean, everybody's got time, but effort. Everybody says time is the most valuable thing you have, and it is, but there's people on this planet that can spend a decade or two on a respirator and laying down and being supported and fucking being functioned. You're still alive.
Yeah.
But the effort, man, everybody says time, and that's the most important thing you got. Nah. You can get all sorts of time on this planet nowadays, but the ability to have the effort to do something about the time you have is exponentially more important than just having the time. to think you could do it. You don't. Let's just roll this into my final thought on this. Just roll right into that. Roll right into
Final
that.
thought by Graham.
My final thought on this is you have only so much time and only so much effort on this planet to do what you want and be here and really actually exist before your body will fail. And maybe you get lucky and your body fails you entirely and your brain fails you entirely and you go. But there's some people on this planet that are cursed to have their brain fail on them and they're still chugging strong and they get to fucking hang out and suffer in a certain way. Exist, yes, but by minimal terms. Your ability to be here on this planet as a full-grown human being with a set of functioning hands and a functioning brain and the ability to move forward and think about what you have going on daily and do whatever you want, that's why, to me, what you say, freedom, is so excruciatingly important, is because the amount of time that you actually have physically to be able-bodied enough to be as free as you want is a really small window.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And you really only have so much time here. Time, yes, but the ability and the time to do something is such a small window, and most people spend that. They spend all that really high currency time, $100 bills worth of times at a time. And when you're happy and you're healthy and you're fully functioning and you're out there on that planet every day, everything you do is a spent $100 bill. Because at some point in time, you could be drawn back to a form of you that you're not a big fan of, and that is malfunctioning, but still here. And you don't have the ability to pull off what you want to do. So if you want to do what you want, this is it. This is all you've got. This is the time you've been given. And if you're, a full-grown adult, you follow the criteria of someone that will be, someone that is able to do what you can and do what you want at the time you have, do whatever you want. I mean, this country at a time right now is torn into pieces. I have spent a week picking apart every article and everything that is available that everybody else has read. Everybody's on there and read everything. And all the information is all based around facts and sources that are all questionable. And there's people that are full-grown adults in no position of power feeling that they have the ability to drag other people into their direction with extreme prejudice and strength in all of their ability. And you don't need to do that. The whole point of this country and where we're at and the place we exist right now, the whole point of this is be a free person, do whatever you want. You want to quarantine? Go quarantine. I respect the fuck out of that. I respect the fuck out of that. You fear for your safety, shit is happening. Okay, go with that. If you want to do like me, go out there and be an idiot and run the streets, congratulations. Welcome to the United States of America. You're a free man. You have the ability to do that. And I've highlighted that and I've proven that. Do whatever you want. Don't hurt nobody else. Don't lay on nobody else real hard. You ain't gotta. Come on, man. Somebody wished me COVID, for Christ's sakes. Come on, man. I wore underwear in the streets, and you're gonna wish me COVID? That's harsh. Lay off that.
Yep.
I wear underwear out in the streets just to highlight the fact that I'm a free person. Someone's proud of me. Lay off that. You don't need to be proud of me. Be proud of yourself. Do some work on that.
Right.
In the end, the whole point, my entire goal of everything I had going on and being an idiot like I was, Rover, Saturday Night Live, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't fucking matter. Misprint it, call me Chunky Shoes. It's all fucking funny, dude. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. But in the end, the whole point is we have a country with a certain core that was based on the fact that you're allowed to be free. You're allowed to be free. I give you permission. Go out there and do something fun. And if anything, right now, the way things function, the way people have been ripped apart from the regularities of their distractions, the doing the 9 to 5 and kids take care, work, people were rushing phase first into retirement quicker, at a quicker pace than ever, and it all got halted. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate the hell out of that. This is the life we have now, and now you've been drawn back and focused on the more important than anything. People now have been focused on life and the time they have.
Yeah.
And then anybody that wants to get on the internet and get on here and tell me I'm a piece of crap and I'm a disgrace to Vermilion, any of that, thank you. Thank you.
Well,
from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'm
Yeah.
glad you have that ability. Thank you for showing me that you have that ability to be that free. You're welcome for the freedom. I've done nothing to fight for it, but you're welcome to share your opinion, and so am I, and thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's
Thank
always
you
a
for the good
sacrifice.
shit, the negative shit, all the pros, the cons, everything that have gone with it, every bit of it. You know what I mean? Every bit of it. I think it's awesome. Every bit of it. It's
Hell yeah.
It's America, man.
Hell yeah.
It's freedom. It's a place to be. It's a real cool place to be. Here you go. And I will live as a free man until the day I die. Fuck the rest.
I got a bigger sample of that one, but
whatever, man.
But yeah, dude, I absolutely agree. Absolutely, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Fun Box. That wraps it up for episode 28. Legit 28. And to play us out, some more Truth Monster.
You want to play Ohio? You got that? Or do you got
maybe.
a plan? Do you got a plan? I'm sorry.
I could probably do Ohio.
That's just, I'm a fan of it.
But yeah, like you said, dude, I think, there was a sacrifice that was made. There's always a sacrifice to be made to be free. And it's always a constant battle, too.
Absolutely.
It's
Yep.
the
within the country and without.
Yep.
Memorial Day, sure, you could look at the amazing thing back in the day when the draft was happening is that people joined because there was a sense of camaraderie with their community. And when a brother joined or a friend, you felt compelled to join as well.
Okay.
Because they just got drafted. And it's like, well, I'll just go with you, at that point. Because they know their number is going to come,
Yeah.
And they'd rather go with you. And, or, you know what I mean?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
that sense of
Absolutely.
camaraderie, to me, I think the draft is a black mark on our, before it was,
It's a choice to be an American. It's your choice to sign up.
Yeah.
Before the draft, it was your choice.
yeah.
Your freedom. Your freedom and ability too.
Like the Revolutionary War, I don't know how drafts work, but I'm pretty sure people just strapped.
They paid you.
Or they pay you, yeah.
We had a very poor economy, and they paid you to show up and sign up. They gave you X amount of money that made it almost impossible to turn down. They didn't have to draft a Revolutionary War or anything like that.
Yeah.
They just said, bro, you want us to cover that farmland fucking payment for like 6-7 years? Come on over. Leave the wife at home with the kids, and just come on over, and we're not going to give you enough shoes, but man, we're going to pay you.
Right?
Revolutionary War was the ultimate sacrifice of personal comfort and freedom ever to happen in this nation ever, man. Those dudes are walking around in scraps of cloths around their shoes, feet falling off, and still marching forward, angry and ready. I think we definitely need a nation of people that are willing to not sacrifice freedoms, just sacrifice personal comforts to get freedom. Sometimes health can be categorized as that. I want everybody to be healthy. I want to fight for the unhealthy ones, but us, full-grown men, man, we can get our time out there. You're doing it. You're still doing it. You got nothing, no special intention. Your job is not changed. You have marched forward through the face of all this on a regular schedule. Rob Webb, you run on an intermittent schedule. Your shit's torn, Sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're in work, sometimes you're not. Me, I'm a freelance worker, man. I work when I want. When I don't,
That's it.
it is, man.
I like it.
You're allowed to be here. allowed
it.
to be here.
I like it.
You're allowed.
Keep going.
This land is your land. This land is my land.
Yeah. Don't hurt nobody, man, and
like
have a
it.
good time. Do whatever you want.
I like it. Hit that ball, Rob. Hit that ball. Rob.